So about 5 more minutes left of my planning period. However, the second half of my planning period, I was grading some exit tickets for my first and second period classes. My fourth period class, they will do that towards the end of the period. However, the first half of my planning period, I had to go to a training over this program that my district purchased to allow teachers to monitor what students are doing on their Chromebooks, because tomorrow all students will be getting Chromebooks and will officially be a one-to-one campus. I think it's great because last semester, while I had the class set of computers, there was no real way for me to monitor what students were doing unless I was standing physically behind a student the entire period, because they could always open up a browser anytime I walked away. So with this program, I can allow access to certain websites, or I can block certain websites. So I think overall it'll be great. I'm gonna probably stop vlogging after this because I have tutoring after fourth period, and I wanna make sure that I leave right after class ends. So with that said, I'm gonna finish grading the rest of these exit tickets, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. I didn't vlog much today because today was the day that our campus, the students got their laptops or Chromebooks. I need to stop saying laptops or Chromebooks. So we went to the library, and it was actually a really quick process. By the time we got there, the students got into one of 4 lines, and within like the next 5 minutes, they all had their Chromebook. They sat down to make sure that they could log in with their credentials. They got a bag and a charger, and we were out the door and back to class. So we spent like the first 4 hours in our advisory classes, and then we had lunch, and then it was a regular, not a regular bell schedule, but the classes that we normally have for Tuesdays, so 5th through 8th period. So I didn't vlog much because I was doing a lesson over digital citizenship with my advisory students the entire 4 hours, besides beyond going down to the library, and then classes were 45 minutes apiece. And I was trying to get my students ready. Some students who today was their first day back since the start of the semester, and then classes were shorter, so I had like an alternative activity for my B-Day classes today. So it was a whole bunch of just different things going on. With that said, I had a student come in for tutoring who was absent the other day, and so I was trying to get that student caught up, but I am going to go home now, so I will talk to you all tomorrow. So today my students took a quiz over the content that I covered last week. Their homework is also due today. Majority of the students are doing the homework. I gave them like a 1 week, not a one week deadline basically. So I put it up the very first day back this semester and said, hey, you know, this is what we covered today. You have 1 week, so if you need help, come see me. I also shot videos of myself. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that last semester, but I shot videos of me working some of the practice problems and just told them like if they needed extra help, they can go online and do that. Also, I didn't mention that my proposal on Donors Choose was funded because I talked at the very beginning of the school year last semester that I was going to do flexible seating, which I allowed students to pick and choose their seats, but in terms of the furniture piece, I had not implemented that this school year, so the furniture is starting to come as bar stools. So I'm going to take one of the table areas and I'm going to raise it so that the students have like a high chair sitting area. But that said, I'm going to go home because I have some quizzes to grade, and I'm actually tired because I've been having a hard time falling asleep the last couple of days, so I want to get this stuff graded and then go to bed early. It is Thursday, and I wanted to show you, in case I didn't, I think I showed you yesterday the boxes, but my stools came in and I put them together today. Not much went on today. My B-Day classes did what my A-Day classes did yesterday. They took a quiz the first half, and then I started a new topic, which was still connected to the previous topic, but both topics I pushed back because I was originally supposed to cover that back in October, but just because of other topics that I wanted to get through and have enough time for students to master before we left for break, I pushed this topic back. But I was also able to connect it into events that they saw over the New Year's in the winter break. My dual credit class, I'm actually going to a training tomorrow, so I had to put in for a sub half day, which for me doesn't make any sense because I have first period, second period, and then I have third period off, and I have a fourth period class, but the training doesn't start until 1, which is middle of lunch. So I had to put in for a half day sub for tomorrow. And then I have to go to a training on Saturday. So with that said, I'm gonna head out. I did a little bit of cleaning up here, and as you can see, I'm probably like in the process of kind of redesigning my room because the plants, unfortunately, they're not doing too well when school's in session, because when I was out, the plants seemed to be thriving when I came back, and now that the district is controlling the temperature again, and I know there's a draft because I can hear like the air back here, and it's just always cool. Unfortunately, they're just not doing too well, and I just don't have time to like climb up and investigate where the draft of air is coming from. It's just really weird. With that said, now I'm rambling. I'm going to head home. I just finished writing my sub-plans up on the board. I'm actually a little bit late because it started at 1. It's 1 o'clock right now, but my second period classes doesn't end until 12:35, and I needed to make sure I got stuff up on the board because I used the board during second period, so I couldn't write the sub-plans during that point. And then making sure everything was ready for the sub for fourth period. The great thing is the students all have their Chromebooks, and so I shot some video, 2 videos of me going over the notes that I went over with my first and second period class, and I uploaded them to the Canvas site, so I'm there digitally with them, so they're able to at least get the notes. So even if they're confused, they'll have the notes, and I can come back Wednesday. We have no school on Monday. I can come back Wednesday and I can help them with that. But with that said, I am going to get the rest of my stuff, and I am going to head to this training because it started at 1, and like I said earlier, it's already 1 o'clock right now, and we go until 5 o'clock tonight. Well, that's it. If you're interested in checking out some of my other clips, you can do so by clicking on any of the links right here. If there was anything about this particular video that you liked, then make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and or share the video. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe so that way you can bond with James. As always, thanks for watching.